This Pitch Breakfast video is brought to you by Spangler and Agins, attorneys for Charlotte's startup community.
Okay. Good morning. Raiden is a social network. Now I know what you're thinking. Does the world really need another social network to post pictures of food? Guess what? We agree. What the world does need is more community, more unity, and more humanity. How will Raiden achieve that? Well, we'll get to that. Let's start at the beginning. Social network is defined as a place that fosters relationships and interactions. Oftentimes, these come in the form of a website or a mobile application that allows you just to simply post status updates, comments, photos, video, and audio. Raiden shares advertisement revenue to its end users. We reward you for that digital content. We have a tiered engagement program, meaning the more people you follow, the more involved you are in the network, the higher your revenue possibilities can be. With this revenue, you're going to then be able to donate to charity. We're going to send you this revenue in Bitcoin. Why Bitcoin? Well, the Bitcoin niche is strong, it's growing, it's doubling in value in the last year alone. If you're a non-technical user, there's no need for you to learn how to mine Bitcoin, how to join a Bitcoin pool, how to learn all the cryptology of Bitcoin. Instead, join the Raiden network, post your selfies, your food updates, view an occasional ad or two, and be rewarded for using Raiden as your digital content storefront. Now, so rounding back out to the beginning, we have community by having a social network. We achieve unity by using a global currency with Bitcoin. And we achieve humanity by allowing our users to donate to the community. And so thank you for your time.
Wonderfully concise, very clear, I think, on what you're doing. It sounds, I'm trying to think how to say this. In one way, it sounds like a marketing company that, pays you based on how many people you sign up, which can work, right? It sounds like Amway on the internet. Am I being unfair in that analogy?
So this is really simply a social network that everything you post, of course, there's going to be advertisements on your page. And instead of the company keeping all of the revenue, we're going to do a split. We're going to share that revenue with you based upon how much advertisement money your page generates.
So, yeah. So the only difference is the fact that, and maybe it's a huge difference, is that I can make money using your channel versus using Facebook, right?
Correct, and it allows for mass adoption of Bitcoin as well. It gives a lot of people Bitcoin if they want to use it, but you can also use USD, and we're going to have charities in place to where you can then donate that money to charity if you like. So basically it's saying, yeah, we use Facebook and all the other things right now, correct? But why not get paid to do the same thing that you're doing on those accounts? Why not get paid for it and do a good cause? You can donate it, you can keep it.
I usually advise people to think about the audience in a very specific way, for no matter what they're pitching, because it does make a difference. Otherwise, you end up with something somewhere in between that doesn't necessarily help you. You make mistakes if you sort of go in between. And you said that this is sort of like a general advice pitch. But I think it's important to think about whether you're pitching to an investor, which is usually what you're doing here, while you get up here, or you're pitching to a customer to try to get a customer. Because when I was listening to you, I thought that you were pitching to a customer, but I was trying to listen to it as an investor. So and usually in this case, it would be very different what you tell an investor or you tell a customer. So what you said is maybe what a user of your social network might want to know.
Right.
I think an investor would want to know a bunch of other different things.
Right.
In particular, who is this customer? Why would anybody do it? But I see some inconsistencies in what you're trying to do, because I'm trying to figure out why would somebody want to do this? Like, join a social network. I don't know that people are looking to join more social networks. You said it. But the inconsistency comes with the revenue generation and the charity. It's usually people want one or the other. I don't get that. I'm not sure why somebody would be more active in order to get money for charity. I mean, there's some cases when that's the case, but you're hitting on three things that are typically have been pretty well sort of utilized, pretty well used. Companies that build social networks, they have built apps or technologies to generate money by activity with activity. And then there's companies who are trying to raise money for charity. You're combining all three into one. My question is that going to work? Because you're not getting to the essence of anyone's need. And I'm still trying to figure out what is the customer set that has all those three needs, and I struggle to think of one.
So this network's really about going back to the community and unity. It's really a network for a better world, meaning, hey, yeah, you're posting everything on Facebook. You know, your digital assets right now are priceless. You know, when someone breaks into your house, it's not your TV or your couch that you care about. It's going to be your computer and everything, all your pictures and images on that computer. Well, it's important that, you know, you get rewarded for all your digital assets currently, which is everything you say and you put down on the internet anywhere. And so it's important that you get rewarded for that. And with that reward, you can then, of course, you can donate to charity or you can keep it for yourself. You can send it to others. It's really just giving money back to the community and back to the people.
And I think you need to think about the function and separating that from the utility from the benefit a little bit. And to make that clear, you have to think about building the network, and it's one thing to build the network when you're just getting started. When you're building that network, it is a very different thing what kind of value people can extract out of the network once the network is in place. So you're thinking about a network that is already in place. But to me is, how do you get there?
Right.
So if you had a network like Facebook and you can say, I'm going to take this and change it to the way you want it, or maybe a copy of Facebook with the number of users that it has, then you can do that. But how do you get that in the first place? So to start by saying, let's build a network like this, that's what I'm struggling with. I don't know how to get there. And the only way in which people have tried to do that is by being very, very focused. You know, a network for charities, right? Or a network for this or that. So that's what I would try to focus on. Just who is your user, and how do you go from 1, 2, 3 users to 3 million, 3 billion?
So our first target approach is building a network of charities. So it's really working with charities to get them on the platform, use the platform, advertise the platform, because it's going to be more money to them as well. And then use that as a word of mouth type of way.
That's where I would go. I think that is a better pitch. It's a much more clear approach. Again, being more specific is more important, and starting with a niche that is smaller, so that you can then grow it, because it's hard for me to see your beachhead, your first step.
Good, thanks.
I don't know if the audience has any other comments. Yeah, right here.
Are you looking to compete with the experience of Facebook, or is this a totally new way of connecting, like Pinterest, Instagram, Snapchat?
So yeah, definitely we're not here to compete with Facebook at all. It's more of a niche market of people who are interested to receive Bitcoin or be involved in digital currency. They can earn it this way without having to mine or discover how to get Bitcoin. They can earn it this way. Or if they want to figure out a way how to donate quickly and easily to charities, they can do it this way as well.
But again, that's the benefit. How is the experience different that would make someone engage?
Why would they want to join the network?
Yeah.
It's really based upon just pushing out the message that this is about unity, about community, going back to those themes that, hey, we need to really build a network for a better world. That means when we join social media, we need to do it for a good cause, and we're already taking our time to speak about subjects and things. Why not do it through this network, get money for it, and then give it out?
Yes.
Instead of being a Facebook or LinkedIn, is there a way for you to be a conduit where any post that I wanted to create, I could create it first through you, and then you push that to a social network which I'm already using? Then it gives you an opportunity to also be an acquisition plan for one of those social networking that organizations has already established.
That's definitely what we're thinking about as well. It's something we would love to do and have going because, yeah, we don't really need another social network, right? We have many, but being that conduit of trying to work with Facebook and those is something that we would love to do.
There's real value in what I hear is the fact that you're earning credits, which is going to give you an opportunity to give back to charity of your choice. So if I'm already going to pay a post, and I'm already going to be communicating with LinkedIn and other avenues, if I can do that through you and it end up where I want it to be, you get credit for that, and maybe
Definitely, yeah. Thank you. It's a great idea.
I mean, honestly, there could be a market for, I mean, I could see myself going to a site, intentionally watching ads, and if I knew that I could be donating to charities as a result of like watching those advertisements. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
In other words, like, I don't even know if you need a social network here. Your idea is cool about like, you know, somehow getting this, funneling this money from like online advertising to charities. I would be more apt, like I hate ads, right? So I'm just skipping over them. If I knew the ads could like donate to charity or something, I would engage more with those ads. So I don't know, maybe just think more about like, the motivation is there. I mean, I would watch ads specifically. Like I wouldn't even go to a site if I knew watching all these stupid ads, but yeah, I'm doing something good. I can take 10 minutes out of the day.
You could also say
Exactly.
social good is key.
Right.
I'm not doing any social.
Yeah, like I won't do it. I won't join a social network, but I'll watch some ads.
You might have a good range of how many ads you watch.
Yeah.
Got one in the back, yeah.
Two suggestions I'm wondering if you thought about. One is, consider this as sort of an antidote to ad blocking.
Right. So,
That's the first one. And then the second one is, you're familiar with Instagram. My biggest complaint about Instagram is that for a social network, it's antisocial, it's a silo unto itself, and it's a pain in the elbow for somebody who manages social networks like I do. You have to specifically work with that individual, not interact with my other networks. And I think put those two ideas together with your data planning or ad planning, government planning idea, and you might solve a couple of problems.
and that's great. And that's exactly what we're doing. And for the ad blocking is, you know, our hope is if they know what the platform's about and they know what this does, that they don't use those ad blockers, they don't block those ads. Really, if you're even going to be on the network anyway to begin with, you might as well view those ads because you know it's going to go to a good cause. So, you know, there's no point to really join it if you're not going to use those ads, but if you're even on it using the features of the site, you might as well enable that so that you can be doing something good at the same time that you're on that network.
I'm thinking as opposed to treating that.
So, yeah, I see what you're saying. It's a great idea. Yeah.
Time for one more. Yes, right here.
So I guess I'm just wanting a little clarification. Do you, on this app or the social network, is it kind of like Instagram, like photo posting and like a Yelp review where if you go to a restaurant, take a picture of your food, post it to this network, and get money for posting it?
So it's just your exposure to advertisements on the site. So it's like status updates, text, comments, things like that. It's endorsements. You can be endorsed for if you're good at cooking or something, then you get endorsements and things. It's a regular social network with no more posting, just like tweeting, status updates, comments, videos. But you get revenue, or the site will generate revenue because there's advertisement revenues on that page. So, I mean, that's really how it works. And we just share in that revenue. We just give back.